New videos every day.
Life, wisdom, Psychetruth, massage.
Okay, this is a little bit to just demonstrate a little bit on the hips. You can tell the hip alignment by looking at the crest of the hips, and you can pretty much tell if the hips are rotated or if there's one higher than the other. There's ways of telling that. There's ways PTs know how to do that, chiropractors know how to do that, massage people oftentimes are also taught to check that out. The trick is always to know what to do after you find out that it's like that. And then there's not a whole lot to do really with the hip other than a little bit more work on the side and coming into this crest of the hip area. You can get into the muscles there, and sometimes that feels real good coming into the joint from this direction. But the main thing that I wanted to demonstrate here is there's some leg hip stretches that can be done by bending the knee up, and I usually just place it on my shoulder, and then bending the knee forward to get a nice good hip stretch. And you want to make sure that you're in alignment there, that it's coming just a little bit in line with the shoulder, between the head and the shoulder, and stretching it that way. You can take the hip and then cross it over this direction, giving a nice, you want to make sure the shoulder stays on the floor. And then you can pull the hip open this direction. And you can rotate it around like so. And the opposite way. And when you can feel a lot of fluidity in the hip, you know that the hip is in good shape. The other kind of stretch you can do here with the hips, with these bolsters, is to pick up the leg and rotate it in this direction. So you're actually lifting the pretty far. And then you can do that also in the other direction. And these are real good hip stretches, but you want to be very careful with them. There we are. And then giving that traction in the fascial system, giving a nice stretch, opens up those legs and hips real nice. You can come up, and also going along the inside of the hip, just checking the muscles there. Overall, it's real good. Okay. There's some stuff for the hips, gives you some ideas to how to work the hip. Just be careful of the knees, the toes, and the alignment. Thank you. This is Athena Jezik.